So here's the thing, every rideshare group, every Reddit thread, every driver group chat, somebody's asking about the airport. Is the queue worth it? How long's the wait? Should I just sit in the car and wait in the lot? And the answer everyone gives is, go sit in the cell lot, wait your turn, grab an airport ride. But I drive Denver DIA. DIA is 25 to 30 minutes from downtown. And because that distance, the cell lot queue is almost never worth it. I start my day from home, not from the parking lot. I've got a system, specific rules for specific time windows, not vibes, not guesses, actual numbers and data. So let me break down what a DIA airport day actually pays and the framework I use to decide when to go, when to bail, and when the cell lot is actually a trap. Let me tell you what the cell lot actually is. It's a parking lot next to the airport where drivers wait for a queue number to come up. You pull in, you get a position, and you sit. And here's what nobody tells you. Half the people sitting in the lot aren't even waiting for a ride. They're on break, they're eating, they're napping, they're watching YouTube. The queue number looks like 40 drivers ahead of you, but 20 of them aren't even online. So you're sitting there thinking you're 40th in line, actually probably about 115, 120 by the time you get in line. And the reality is it can move faster or it can crawl. You have no idea. And every minute you sit there is a minute you're earning a zero. Now, add the distance problem. DIA to downtown Denver is 25 to 30 minutes. That's 25, 30 miles one way. If I wait 45 minutes in the cell lot for a $40 ride to downtown, that's 45 minutes of waiting plus 30 minutes of driving, an hour and 15 minutes for $40. That's $32 an hour before gas, before mileage, before the drive back. Almost never worth it. The cell lot works in one specific situation. Early morning, short queue, first flight's landing. Outside of the window, you're burning time in a parking lot pretending you're working. So let's talk about that $422 day. That was a Thursday, and I started from home at 5 a.m., not the cell lot, from home. First 2 hours, just driving the city, waiting for the morning to pick up. And at 7 a.m., I get a Lyft Extra Comfort ride, $72.07. Now mind you, there was a surge going on, and it was pretty nice, but that's 28.7 miles to DIA, 53 minutes. Now, that ride did two things. One, paid $72. Two, it dropped me at the airport. And that's when everything started. From 8 a.m. to 1:45 p.m., 7 rides, all consecutive, no sitting in the cell lot, no waiting for the queue, 4 rides to the airport, 3 rides back from the airport, back to back to back. That's the dream. You drop somebody at DIA, you turn around, somebody waiting to go back to the city, you drop them downtown, somebody heading to the airport, the chain just keeps going. 3 of those return trips had passengers in the car. That means 3 times I got paid to drive back instead of burning deadhead miles. That's what made the day worth. Not the big fares, the fact that I almost never drove empty. By 1:45, I was done. 7 rides, $422, 8 hours, 45 minutes. But, so $422 in 8 hours and 45 minutes, that's $48 an hour in earnings. Before gas, before maintenance, before taxes. That's a great day. I'm not gonna pretend it wasn't. But here's what's missing from that number. 2 hours of city driving before the first airport ride. That's 2 hours of short fares, stoplights, and hustle just to get to the point where the airport play even starts. Then there's the drive home. After that last ride to DIA, I drove 28 miles back to my house, empty. That's deadhead miles, paid by nobody. Now here's the real cost number. Gas and maintenance for the day, $62. That's what actually comes out of my pocket to keep the car running for 230 miles. So $422 minus 62 is $360. Divide that by 8 hours and 45 minutes, and that's $41 an hour. Real. Still really good, but it's not 48, and it's definitely not 422. And here's the other thing. This day worked because everything lined up. A $72 comfort ride dropped me at DIA at the right time. The return rides were there. The chain held for 7 straight rides. That doesn't happen every day. Some days you get the airport and the queue is 60 deep. Some days you drop off downtown and nobody's going back. So the lesson isn't go drive the airport and you'll make $422. The lesson is, here's the framework that tells you when to go, and here's the math that tells you what it actually pays. So here's the system I use. Not a theory, not what I read somewhere, what I actually do for DIA. 2 time windows, 2 rule sets, because the airport changes completely depending on when you're there. Window 1, 4 a.m. to 6 a.m., the early play. I start from home, not the lot. I time it so I'm arriving at DIA right as the first flight lands. My rules are simple. Minimum $40 per hour estimated, minimum $1 per mile, and I only accept if both numbers make sense. Not one or the other, both. If the ride pays $50, but it's 60 miles round trip, that's under $1 a mile. I don't take it. Doesn't matter that the hourly looks good. The mileage will eat you alive. Window 2, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., the daytime play. This is where it gets harder. My target is an airport ride every 2 hours. I aim to pick up 45 minutes before the peak return demand. Same minimums, $45 per hour estimated, but the mileage rule tightened. Minimum $2 per mile because daytime traffic is worse, wait times are longer, and every mile costs more time. Main goal in both windows, create back-to-back airport rides. That's $422 a day. That's what it looks like when it worked. 4 rides to the airport, 3 rides back. The chain never broke. That's the goal every time. And I'm always looking for a return ride. Somebody going from the airport back to downtown or any other busy area, that eliminates deadhead miles back. 3 of my 7 rides that day were return rides. That's why the hourly was 48 instead of 30. But you won't always get a return ride. So here's the backup plan. Even without a return ride, the original fare should still average at least $30 per hour minimum. If it doesn't, the math doesn't work. Don't take it. And here's the fun one, the express lane. Use it when it makes sense. It can cut 5 to 20 minutes off your ETA. Shorter trip time means higher real hourly pay, but factor the costs. If the express lane costs $6 and it saves you 12 minutes, but your fare is only $35, you've got to decide if those 12 minutes are worth $6 to you. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. Remember, Lyft and Uber do pay back those toll lanes. So before I accept any airport ride, I run a checklist. 7 things. Takes about 10 seconds once you're used to it. 1, dollars per hour is at least $45 estimated. 2, dollars per mile, morning, $1 minimum, daytime, $2 minimum. 3, pickup distance. How far am I from the passenger? If I'm in the sell lot and they're at Terminal 4, that's a factor. 4, drop-off area. Downtown, Cherry Creek, Tech Center, those are good. If the drop-off is in the dead zone, 40 miles from anything, I'm driving back empty. 5, return ride chance. Is there demand near the drop-off area? Can I get a ride back towards DIA or another busy zone? 6, traffic. I-70 to DIA at 5 a.m. is clear. At 4 p.m. it's a parking lot. Traffic kills your hourly rate faster than anything. 7, express lane costs versus time saved. Is the express lane open? How much does it cost? How many minutes does it save? Does that improve my hourly rate? If I check all 7 of these and the numbers work, I'll take that ride. If any of them doesn't make sense, I don't. Simple as that. I drive mostly Lyft, I've said that before, but at DIA specifically, Lyft has been better play for me. The queue moves faster in the morning, the rides are longer on average, and Lyft's airport fee structure in Denver just makes it work better for my strategy. So that $422 day was almost all Lyft. The $72 extra comfort ride was Lyft. That chain that followed, mostly Lyft. Now, I'm not saying Lyft is better than Uber everywhere. I'm saying at Denver International Airport on a Thursday morning with my car and my approach, Lyft paid me $422. Your market will be different. That's the whole point. The big number isn't the lesson. The framework is. The checklist. The rule. When to go. When to leave. When to switch apps. When to count the miles. So let me give it to you straight. Airport days are worth it when 3 things line up. Low queue, high demand, long fares. Miss any one of those and you're sitting in the parking lot burning time. The $422 a day worked because the $72 comfort ride dropped me at DIA at 8 a.m. on a Thursday. The return rides were there. The chain held for 7 consecutive rides. Every leg had a passenger except the drive home. $41 an hour, real after gas and maintenance. But that doesn't happen every day. Some days you get to the airport and the queue is 60 deep. Some days you drop off downtown and nobody's going back. Some days you sit in the cell lot for an hour and get paid $25 ride to Aurora. That's what they don't tell you. They show you the $422 day. They don't show you the 2 hours of city driving before it started. They don't show you the 28-mile deadhead home. They don't show you the Tuesday where the same strategy made $180. But now you know. So when you see the big airport earnings post, you can run the real math yourself. Earnings minus gas minus maintenance, deadhead miles, express lane cost, the whole checklist. I drive mostly Lyft in Denver, and I'm documenting every tier, every strategy, every dollar on the road from rideshare to premium. If that's useful to you, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see what a bad airport day looks like, the one that almost made me quit, well, that video is coming soon. Follow for the real rideshare life from rideshare to premium.